Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack Punch Traders here. Gonna make a quick video going over the watch list for tomorrow. Top plays: BJDX, EFOI, CBIO, TNXP. Here we have BJDX, solid push today with the gap, and we're just gonna see if it continues to fail to break down and come back for the high from today, 183. It looks like it's a low float. Yep. So if it keeps holding up, failing to break down, confirms this 150 breakout some more tomorrow, and comes back for that 180 break, I think we could see the low twos easily. With the float that it's got, if it could keep bringing in volume and buying, I think this could squeeze some shorts. So BJDX will be on watch as we try to get the failure. It came back. It held pretty well, close to the highs, not that far off, I would say. Oh wait, 163. Actually, oh, this little dip here. Never mind. Did get this rejection, but generally speaking here, overall, kept making higher lows, uptrending, close to VWAP. So just gonna see if it fails to break down, as we have some solid resistance here at 180. And once it breaks that level and confirms, shorts could be on their toes and it could definitely squeeze higher. So EFOI is next. Multi-day bounce. We got a little bit of a downtrend here. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Today we got some solid bouncers from AUVI right out of the watch list from last night. So there's AUVI, did pre-market, and then ended up holding here right at the open and reclaiming, given an open price VWAP hold and a pre-market high break, which lined up with, one moment, 280 resistance. Where are we at? Right around here. 280 was a key level right around the very last week of 2021 and early 2022. So was looking at that area to possibly play off of, as it was pre-market highs. It had some resistance from the after hours the other day as well on the daily chart. So was looking for a confirmation there, but ended up pushing through and didn't shape up the way I wanted. So now we'll see what this does, but just wanted to give an example of a multi-day bounce working today. Same thing with AERC. This is the one that I ended up taking here. We took it 983 into 1139 into the spike. And this is what we look for, just a failure to break down. We do have the solid ramp up, at least one red day, showing shorts are in control. And then we just look for the failure to break down from there, a high at daybreak, and from there it just sitting on your hands and looking for that 20 to 30% move typically. So I took my quick 15%, could have got a little bit more, but not too bad, selling not that far off the highs. All these here, these little quick pops, not that worried about him. They didn't really last that much in those areas, so it is what it is. But now we're waiting for EFOI. We got EFOI and TNXP. Looking for a multi-day bounce here as well. Still waiting on it. Not one of these recent runners, so I will most likely be watching EFOI more heavily. But if TNXP shapes up, look at that float right there. This could definitely move. So we could definitely see a potential squeeze into the high twos, maybe three-ish area. If it fails to break down and we get a little momentum shift tomorrow, whether it's from news or whatever it is, just looking for a little gap up, morning spike, a failure to break down compared to the past couple days where it does offer a little bit of a spike, but it's just failing to hold it up. And we're just going to see for it to actually hold up. And when it does, shorts are going to be on their toes. And we're going to be looking for that squeeze. So TNXP and EFOI, going to keep those on watch. Multi-day bounces. And lastly, CBIO. We got a solid breakout setting up over 150. Not that low of a float, but still not bad. It can move. Let's see, resistance areas. Ugh, disgusting chart. But this week things are moving. So if it's holding up, failing to break down real quick before I forget, PBTS. Insane mover today. This is going to be on watch for a multi-day bounce. But, you know, what we typically talk about. It's doing insane volume. Even if it's not that low of a float, it's doing enough volume that it does not matter. There's enough demand, clearly enough demand, and it keeps uptrending, holding up, failing to really break down, and just, you know, continues that momentum. And after some consolidation, shorts realize they can't take it over. You get that confirmation. Boom, leads to another squeeze. Fails to break down. Boom. Fails to break down. Boom. And you keep trying to you could ride each wave or enter and re-enter, enter, exit, and re-enter as you please. But as long as, you know, everything we talk about is there, you are going to want to watch a play like that where it's failing to break down, breaking out over key levels. We had 50 cents, right around 50 cents. Then there was one, and then right into the next resistance, whole dollar, half dollar level, 150. So setup pretty clear, obviously in hindsight, but keep on watch usually what's on your top percent gainers on your scanner, what's holding up, good float, good demand with the volume, and failing to break down. It's really all it is, and we're just trying to capture that short squeeze. That's all it is. The failure to break down. That's why we look for stuff that's already up on the day. We want there to be a conflict of expectations. Let there be a consolidation period. Let it set a range, and then see which direction it wants to choose. Here you get the spike. It fails to really break down. Volume kind of keeps coming in. It fades a little bit, but it's still holding up, showing some strength. And then it chooses which direction. Volume comes in, it starts spiking, and that's where it starts heading. Once again, it could do the same thing. Is it going to fail to keep going or fail to break down? What's it going to do? You get a sense of how it's how the strength is based off the dipping. I always talk about. It's not dipping that on that much volume, showing some strength behind it. Not many sellers behind the push lower. So what happens? Fails to break down, holds trend, they get squeezed. So just got to keep that on watch. So EFOI, sorry, not EFOI, CBIO, gonna look for a similar price action. Once it's above 150, we're gonna see, does it hold trend? Does it fail to break down at key levels like 150 or 175? How does it act? How does it consolidate? What's the volume? What's the, compared to the price action? Everything we typically talk about. So kind of went on a little bit of a tangent there, but CBIO, there we are. Finished up the watch list there, and we'll just wrap it up. I hope everyone had a great day. Let's finish the week off strong tomorrow. Get some rest, and we'll catch you guys later.